Stop scrolling right now, my beloved child. Yes, I am speaking directly to you, the one holding this phone with a heavy heart late at night. Do not treat this moment lightly. This is a sacred lifeline sent straight to your living temple, because heaven declared an emergency over your life today. I need your full attention before you step into tomorrow. You did not stumble upon this message by accident while your finger was mindlessly sliding across the glass. I positioned this divine appointment before the foundations of the world were laid, because your physical body can no longer carry these secret burdens alone. Listen to my voice with your whole soul right now. The holy angels in my presence are talking about your body and your skin at this very moment. They have seen the quiet fatigue that has settled deep into your physical bones, and they have recorded every single tear you wiped away in the shower when nobody was looking. You are not invisible to me. You look at yourself in the mirror late at night, and you notice how your skin looks weary from carrying endless stress. You wonder why your body feels so exhausted, even when you try your best to rest. But I am here to tell you that those physical marks on your skin are not signs of your defeat. They are the marks of a spiritual battle you have been fighting alone. Stop calling your emotional numbness peace, and stop calling your silent endurance maturity. You think you are fine because you carry your daily responsibilities without complaining, but I see the small cracks in your living temple. I see the unexplainable anxieties that visit you in the dark hours, and I see how your skin reacts to toxic pressure. Tonight, I am placing a sacred gift of complete spiritual restoration directly into your hands, and I command you not to ignore it. This is a divine key crafted specifically for your physical alignment and your emotional peace. If you turn away now, you will leave your precious vessel unguarded against the storms gathering outside your door. You have spent months trying to fix your physical fatigue through natural means, buying secular products and trying to convince yourself that tomorrow will be different. Yet every morning when your eyes open, that familiar heaviness sits right back on your chest before your feet even touch the floor. Your skin reflects the silent battles of your weary mind. It shows the inflammation of unspoken worries and the scars of hidden betrayals that you never processed. You have smiled for the world while your body was screaming for help inside. I saw you staring at the ceiling at 2 in the morning, holding your breath because the weight of the future felt too suffocating. But your body was never designed to carry this world alone. My precious child, you are a living temple of the Most High, and your physical vessel belongs to royal blood. Before your mother even knew you were growing in her womb, I placed an extraordinary strength inside your spiritual genes. The enemy sees the glory that is about to manifest through your life, and he uses physical exhaustion to slow you down. He wants you to believe that your body is failing and that your skin will forever bear the marks of worry and grief. But I am stepping into your reality right now to break that lie once and for all. Within the next 72 hours, a massive shift has been set in motion concerning your health, your peace, and your family lineage. I am opening a portal of divine restoration over your home tonight. Do not let the enemy steal your focus right now. The moment you opened this video, something shifted in the spiritual realm, and the dark forces are desperate to distract you so that you close this message early. They know that if you stay here and receive the full revelation of this gift, the heavy chains over your body will shatter forever. Take a deep breath right now and let my holy presence fill your lungs like clean air. Release the tight tension in your shoulders and let your hands soften as you listen to my word. I am about to expose the exact root of the spiritual attack that has been draining your physical energy for 90 days. Give me your undivided attention, for your breakthrough is at hand. I have watched you carry the burdens of your family and your relationships until your physical strength was completely depleted. You gave away all your energy to others, leaving nothing for yourself, and you wondered why heaven felt so quiet while your body was weakening day by day. But my silence was never my absence. I was keeping you safe in my shadow. I allowed those secular solutions to fail so that you would finally return to my presence for your true healing. Now, open your spiritual eyes and prepare your heart, because I am about to walk you through the secret chambers of your soul and wash away every mark of sorrow from your skin. Stay with me for these next few moments. Now, I want to take you back to a moment you thought nobody witnessed. It happened just a few nights ago when the entire world around you was sleeping peacefully. You stood up from your bed because your mind was racing with worries about your future, your health, and your family. You walked quietly down the hallway and slipped into the bathroom, closing the door softly behind you. You turned on the harsh light and you looked directly into the mirror. You leaned in closer to the glass with trembling fingers, and you saw the deep exhaustion etched into your skin. You noticed the dullness around your eyes and the unexpected marks on your cheeks that appeared out of nowhere. You asked yourself why your body looked so weathered and tired when you are still trying so hard to stay strong. The truth is that your skin has been carrying the weight of unspoken grief for a very long time. Every time you suppressed your anger to keep the peace, your body absorbed that toxic energy inside your living temple. Every night you laid awake worrying about financial stability, your nervous system released heavy stress that slowly drained the natural glow from your face. You tried to cover those marks with expensive creams and remedies, but those secular solutions could never heal a wounded spirit. You stared at your reflection in that quiet room, feeling completely disconnected from the person looking back at you. You remembered a time when your heart felt light and your skin radiated pure joy. But now, you only saw the heavy toll of years spent fighting silent battles for everyone else. You wondered if anyone in your life truly cared about the physical pain you were enduring behind closed doors. Then you turned on the water faucet so the sound would drown out your voice. You leaned your head against the cold sink, and you allowed the heavy tears to fall freely down your cheeks. You wept for the betrayals you never talked about, for the sacrifices nobody acknowledged, and for the overwhelming fear that you might fail the people who depend on you. You swallowed your sobs because you did not want anyone in the house to ask you if you were all right. I saw every single drop of those water droplets as they mixed with your tears in the dark room. I heard the silent screams of your heart when your throat felt tight and dry from holding back your grief. You thought you were completely alone in that cold space, but my holy presence was surrounding you with deep compassion. The angels I sent to guard your life were standing right beside you, recording every sigh you breathed into the quiet air. You quickly wiped your face with a towel and you forced yourself to look normal again before walking back to your bed. You put on that heavy mask of self-sufficiency because you believed that showing vulnerability was a sign of weakness. But I am here to reframe that lie inside your heart tonight. Those tears were not a sign of your defeat, and your weary skin is not a symbol of your failure. Your physical body is simply reacting to the heavy spiritual atmosphere you have been walking through for months. The enemy has been targeting your physical vessel because he knows that if he can exhaust your body, he can make you abandon your divine calling. He wants you to look in the mirror every morning and feel defeated before your day even begins. He wants you to believe that your beauty and your strength are fading away forever under the weight of this trial. You have been holding your breath for so long, waiting for the next crisis to strike your household. Every phone call makes your stomach tighten with dread, and every unexpected bill sends a wave of panic through your bloodstream. Your skin is reacting to that constant state of emergency, breaking out in inflammation and losing its moisture because your body is stuck in survival mode. But your sanctuary was never meant to be a battlefield forever. Stop accepting that lie from the dark realm, my beloved child. You are a royal child of the Most High, and your physical body is a holy sanctuary that I designed with my own hands. The weariness on your skin is merely temporary dust covering a priceless jewel that is undergoing a deep spiritual refinement. Before I bring you into the season of overflow that I prepared for your lineage, I must first cleanse every toxic residue from your physical vessel. I am stripping away the false protection of your self-reliance so that my divine life can flow through your veins once again. You do not have to perform for me, and you do not have to pretend that you are strong when your soul is weary. Bring your raw, messy, and exhausted pieces to my altar tonight, because my grace is made perfect in your weakness. Your healing begins the very moment you stop hiding your pain from my loving eyes. Listen to me carefully as we step into this next revelation, because what I saw behind your smile will shatter the lies you believed. There is a specific spiritual root behind the physical inflammation you have been experiencing on your body. Stay still with me for another minute, because I am about to expose the hidden enemy that has been draining your physical energy. You feel tired, your shoulders are tight, the weight is real. And every morning when you step out into the world, you put on a bright fake smile before your feet even cross the front threshold of your home. You greet your coworkers, you care for them, you carry their emotional burdens. People look at your life and they admire your strength because you manage to handle everything without complaining. But that smile is a lie. It is a heavy prison for your soul. I see the true cost of your performance every single day. You say you are fine to everyone who asks. You nod your head, you smile gently. But inside your chest, your heart is pounding with deep anxiety about what tomorrow might bring to your household. You are running on empty. You give away all your energy to others. You leave nothing for yourself. You have spent years pretending to be invincible, wearing self-sufficiency like armor against a world that hurt you in the past. This forced act is secretly draining your physical strength every single hour. Every fake smile creates a silent wave of tension in your nervous system. Your living temple cannot keep living this massive lie without suffering real physical damage. When you suppress your true feelings, that trapped energy has nowhere to go except into your muscles and your skin. That is why your skin feels tight and looks dull. It breaks out in unexplained inflammation because your body is crying out for divine relief. There is an invisible intruder operating behind this constant exhaustion. It is a spirit of fear. It lurks in the dark shadows of your mind. It whispers persistent lies while you try to do your daily work. And it tells you that if you stop striving for even 1 second, your entire life will collapse into chaos and leave you abandoned in the dark. It forces you into survival mode. It keeps your brain on high alert. It robs your physical body of its natural God-given power to heal itself. You have allowed this spiritual parasite to feed on your vitality for 90 days. It sneaks into your thoughts during your morning commute. It fills your head with terrible scenarios about your health and your finances. It turns your stomach into tight knots. And by the time evening arrives, your body feels as though it has survived a brutal physical war, even though you spent the whole day sitting quietly at your desk. You are completely drained and depleted. I am calling out this hidden enemy in your life tonight. You must stop calling silent endurance maturity. Staying silent while bleeding inside is not my design for your royal destiny. I take no pleasure in watching my child burn out while trying to look holy to a blind world. Your fake maturity is actually a subtle form of human pride. It keeps you from receiving my supernatural help. You think you can fix this alone, but you are only deepening your physical pain. Look closely at your physical vessel. Your skin is losing its natural elasticity. It breaks out in strange marks, and the skin on your face reflects the exact frequency of your hidden worries, screaming the truth that your lips refuse to speak out loud. You cannot cure this spiritual leak with secular products. Expensive treatments will not work. Earthly remedies can never touch a spirit bound by fear. When you pretend to be strong, you lock my healing grace outside your temple door. I cannot heal a fake version of you. I only heal the raw and wounded child. You must come before my altar in total honesty. And the enemy wants you to keep wearing that mask until your physical body completely breaks down under the heavy weight of your pride. He knows that if you drop the mask tonight, you will step directly into my divine power and reclaim your authority over your life. Tonight, I command that wall of self-defense to crumble into dust. You do not have to perform for me. You do not have to look successful to others. Bring me your exhausted pieces, your broken promises, and the quiet fears that haunt you in the dark hours of the night. Release the steering wheel. Give it to me right now. I am fully capable of keeping your world secure without your frantic human effort. Now, give my words your undivided attention. Listen to this deeper revelation. What you thought was a physical collapse is actually a divine construction in disguise. Stay with me right now, because I am about to show you how heaven views those scars on your skin and how your current trial is preparing your physical vessel to carry a royal harvest. You must change the way you see your body right now. What your natural eyes call a physical breakdown is actually a divine construction in disguise. The world looks at your exhaustion and calls it weakness, but my sovereign wisdom calls it a strategic pause to rebuild your foundation. You are not falling apart, my precious child. Every tremble in your living temple is being allowed so that I can shift your feet from unstable sand to an unshakable rock. Your body is not just meat and bones designed for earthly labor. It is the living temple of the Most High God, and your skin is the sacred curtain that covers my holy presence inside you. When gold is placed inside a hot furnace, it loses its shine and turns into a strange liquid before the pure metal emerges. The weariness you see on your skin is simply the heat of my spiritual furnace burning away the toxic expectations of this world. I allowed your physical energy to feel low for a season because I needed to pull you out of the chaotic noise. If you had maintained your full strength, you would have kept running around trying to save people who were secretly draining your spirit. I used your fatigue as a holy fence to isolate you from wolves disguised as friends. My silence was not my abandonment, but it was an absolute security decree to protect your royal destiny from being stolen. Stop looking at your weariness with shame and resentment. Your skin bears the marks of a warrior who stood in the gap for an ungrateful generation, and those physical scars are legally recognized in the court of heaven. You are not a helpless victim of daily stress. You are a royal prince, or a royal princess, undergoing an intensive spiritual boot camp in the desert. The world sees temporary dust on your face, but I see the pure gold that is about to shine. I am shifting your mindset from an exhausted survivor to a royal steward right now. Type, "I am a living temple," or type 777 in the comments right now. Do not do this for an algorithm on a screen. Do it as a physical sign that you open your body to receive my holy touch. When your fingers type those words, you are signing a covenant that breaks every heavy chain of sickness over your physical lineage. You have spent too many nights crying over closed doors and failed plans, but I turned those locks with my own protective hand to keep you from walking into traps that would have destroyed your health completely. The delay you endure is not my denial. It is the hidden engineering required to expand your vessel so you can hold a multi-generational harvest. You cannot carry kingdom wealth inside an exhausted, broken container. I am strengthening your inner spiritual nervous system at this very moment. Your physical eyes only see the temporary wrinkles of worry on your forehead, but my spiritual eyes see radiant skin that reflects heaven. I am stripping away the heavy coat of self-reliance that made your shoulders ache for years. You do not need to fight for survival anymore because the Creator of the universe is personally guarding your health and your home. Remember who you are when you stand before the mirror tomorrow morning. You do not belong to the spirit of lack, and you do not belong to the spirit of infirmity. Royal blood flows through your spiritual veins, and every cell in your body must bow to the authority of my living word. When the enemy whispers that your body is failing, open your mouth and declare that your temple belongs to the light. Your physical body is undergoing a deep cellular reset while you listen to these words. The heavy atmosphere over your household is beginning to clear up, and the dark clouds of confusion are lifting from your mind. I am washing away the inflammation of anger and the dry marks of grief from your cheeks. You are being renewed from the inside out, and your youth is returning like the wings of an eagle. Look past the temporary emptiness of your hands and focus on the eternal weight of my divine decree. You were chosen out of your entire bloodline to be the one who finally stands up and says no more to sickness, shame, and silent tears. Your heavenly Father is rewriting your story at the court of heaven right now. The pain you suffered in secret is being converted into spiritual authority that will break chains for your children. Listen carefully to what I am about to reveal next, because heaven is opening an ancient mystery over your life. The holy angels are holding a sacred vessel over your head right now, preparing to pour out a special oil of restoration over your skin. Stay still in my presence for another moment, for I am about to show you how an ancient prophet commanded a general to wash his skin 7 times to receive a young child's skin once again. Look back into holy history with me right now. You are not the first warrior to stand before a mirror with a weary body. In my word, there was a great general named Naaman who led powerful armies to victory. He had wealth, honor, and authority over thousands of men. And yet beneath his shiny golden armor, his skin was slowly decaying from a terrible physical disease. He carried a dark secret that made him feel worthless when he took off his uniform at night. He tried every famous doctor in the land and spent vast fortunes to buy a cure, yet his body only grew worse day by day. And as you look at your own life today, you realize that your story is not so different from his painful struggle. You put on your strong armor for others, but inside your living temple your body feels completely broken. Then a humble servant girl told him about my prophet who possessed divine power. Naaman rode his chariot to the prophet's house, expecting a grand ritual and dramatic words from heaven. But the prophet did not even come out to greet him. He simply sent a messenger to tell Naaman to wash in the muddy Jordan River 7 times. Naaman became furious because the river looked dirty and common to his eyes. His human pride almost made him walk away from his miracle. He wanted an impressive solution that matched his high status, but his wise servants persuaded him to obey the simple command, so he stepped down into the cold, muddy water. He dipped himself once, twice, 3 times, and nothing happened. Yet when he submerged himself for the 7th time, a sudden wave of holy fire swept through his entire body. When he rose up out of the river, his diseased skin was transformed into the smooth skin of a young child. Every mark of illness was erased. Every scar of shame was completely wiped clean. I restored his body because he surrendered his human pride and trusted my simple word. Tonight, I am bringing that exact same Naaman double blessing directly over your weary skin and your exhausted physical frame. I am stripping away your need for complicated human solutions and expensive secular remedies. You do not need to perform grand rituals to earn my favor. You only need to step into the quiet waters of my presence and let my living word wash away the heavy toxicity of your past. As you listen to my voice tonight, my holy oil is saturating every single layer of your skin. Remember also what I showed my prophet Ezekiel in the dark valley of dry bones. I brought him to a place filled with dead bones that had been bleached by the sun for many years. I asked him if those scattered bones could ever live again. Human logic declared that it was totally impossible, but my prophet chose to speak my living word over that hopeless valley of death. Suddenly, there was a loud rattling sound across the dry ground as bone came together to bone. Muscles and sinews wrapped around them, and fresh skin covered their bare bodies. Then I breathed my holy breath into their lungs, and they stood up as a vast living army. I took what was completely dead and dried up, and I covered it with new skin and unbreakable life. That is what I am doing over your living temple in this very hour. You feel like those dry bones because your physical energy has been drained by 90 days of relentless stress. Your skin looks tired, and your nervous system feels completely shattered. But I am commanding new strength to cover your bones, and I am breathing fresh life into every single cell of your body. This is the divine gift I am placing into your hands tonight, and you must not ignore it. The holy angels surrounding your room right now are taking note of your obedience. They are preparing to release a double portion of my healing power over your lineage. You will no longer look in the mirror with despair, for your skin will reflect the radiant light of my Holy Spirit. The enemy is watching this heavenly operation with great terror right now. He knows that if you receive this revelation, his hold over your health will be shattered forever. He is trying to send urgent distractions to pull your eyes away from this video before the final decree is issued. Do not let him steal your focus, my child, because the battle is shifting in your favor right now. Hold your ground for these next few moments, and let my holy authority fill your living room. The time for silent suffering is officially over, and the time for your complete breakthrough has arrived. Open your heart wide, for I am about to draw my spiritual sword and chop down every spirit of sickness that has dared to touch my temple. The time for compromise is officially over. I draw my spiritual sword into the dark realm tonight, and I step directly between you and the enemy who has been attacking your health. Hear my voice, spirits of infirmity, fear, and fatigue. I command you to let go of my living temple this very second. Every legal right you claimed over this body is revoked by the power of my holy word. You have harassed my child with silent panic, mysterious skin inflammation, and deep biological exhaustion for 90 long days. You thought you could hide in the dark shadows of their nervous system until their physical frame completely collapsed. But your time is UP. I break every dark curse spoken over their physical bloodline. I sever every demonic cord that has been siphoning their physical energy while they slept. I speak directly to the microscopic cells of your body right now. Hear the supreme decree of the Most High God. Cells of this living temple, wake up and align yourselves with the original blueprint of heaven. I command every spirit of heavy anxiety to release your chest right now. I command the tight pressure in your shoulders to dissolve into nothingness. And I command every cell in your skin to flush out toxic stress. Every root of chronic inflammation, bow your knee to the name that is above every name. Sickness has no authority inside a vessel bought with royal blood. Poverty and physical weakness must break off your family lineage tonight. I release a wave of holy fire through your bloodstream, from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Feel the heavy chains snapping as my divine light sweeps through your sanctuary. The enemy tried to make you believe that your body was doomed to suffer forever under the weight of your family heritage. He pointed to the weakness of your ancestors and whispered that you would inherit their painful disease. But I am declaring a new covenant over your bloodline tonight. You are the designated chain breaker of your house. The cycle of silent tears and physical decay stops right here with you. I place my royal seal upon your forehead, and I mark your body as holy ground. No weapon formed against your physical health shall prosper in this new season. When darkness looks at your skin, it will no longer see marks of defeat or worry. It will see the fiery shield of my divine protection. Every spirit of delay that tried to freeze your life must scatter in 7 different directions before my presence. Lift up your head and square your shoulders, my warrior child. You do not have to beg for crumbs of health at secular tables anymore. I am restoring what the locusts have eaten out of your physical energy over the past years. I am giving you beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness. Your living temple is being completely cleansed from the inside out. I break the spirit of fear that makes you dread your future health. I silence every evil voice that whispers lying prophecies about your body during the quiet night hours. Every medical report that spoke death over your frame is overwritten by the supreme decree of heaven. My living word is health to all your flesh and medicine to your entire physical structure. You are healed, restored, and set free right now. I command every dark assignment against your mind to crumble into dust this very hour. The spirit of depression that made your eyes look heavy and your skin look dull is cast out of your living room. You are no longer bound by the trauma of past betrayals or the fear of unexpected failure. The blood of the covenant covers your mind, your heart, and your entire physical vessel with absolute peace. The spiritual atmosphere over your living room has completely shifted. The dark clouds of confusion have fled, and the heavy oppression has lifted off your chest. You can breathe freely again because my holy presence is saturating the air around you. The enemy knows he has lost this battle for your health, and he is fleeing from your household in total terror. Take possession of this total deliverance with your faith right now. Do not doubt what my sovereign hand has accomplished in these sacred moments. You are no longer an exhausted victim fighting alone in the dark. You are an anointed warrior clothed in royal power, walking in victory. Step out of the shadows of fear and prepare to walk into the brightest season your eyes have ever seen. Now, as the smoke of this spiritual battle clears away, a deep heavenly stillness is descending upon your soul. I need you to drop every remaining burden from your shoulders and enter into my quiet sanctuary with me. Prepare your heart right now, for we are stepping into the holy altar of prayer to wash your spirit clean and seal this complete restoration over your physical vessel forever. Heavenly Father, I come before your holy throne right now with a humbled heart. I lay down every heavy burden that I carried in secret for so long. I am tired of pretending to be strong for everyone else while my soul bleeds in the dark. Lord, I surrender my whole life into your loving hands tonight as I ask you to cleanse every part of my body. You see my weary body tonight, Father. You see the stress marks etched deep into my skin. I confess my foolish human effort to you. I spent years trying to fix my pain through secular products and human remedies, but those earthly solutions could never bring true peace or lasting healing to my living temple. Wash me clean in your holy presence tonight. I open my heart to your light right now. I release all unspoken betrayals from my mind. I give you the heavy fear about tomorrow that kept me awake at night. And as I let go of the hidden anger that bound my spirit, I forgive everyone who hurt me in the past, and I place them completely into your righteous hands. Let your living water flow through every cell of my body. My nervous system relaxes into your supernatural peace. I feel your warm presence touching my face and soothing every layer of my skin. Every toxic worry that poisoned my body is melting away right now, like soft snow under the warm morning sun, leaving my skin fresh and clean. I am your living temple, Lord, and my physical vessel belongs to your royal kingdom. I receive the name and blessing of complete physical restoration over my skin tonight. My body is being renewed from the inside out, and my youth is returning to me like the strong wings of an eagle. Every cell aligns with your divine design right now. I am no longer a victim of sickness or fear. I step out of the dark valley of dry bones tonight. I stand up as your anointed warrior, clothed in your royal authority. The heavy chains over my family bloodline are snapped forever tonight, because my physical vessel is covered and protected by your precious blood. Father, I feel a deep, heavenly stillness filling my room right now. The suffocating weight that sat on my chest for 90 days is completely gone. I fill my lungs with clean air. My heart is light, my mind is peaceful, and my soul is anchored firmly in the absolute truth of your eternal promises for my life. My skin reflects the radiant beauty of your Holy Spirit. I will no longer look in the mirror with despair or shame. I see a royal child who has been refined in the furnace of trial. Every physical scar on my body is being transformed right now into a powerful testimony of your miraculous healing power and grace. I carry no more anxiety about what tomorrow may bring to my household. You are my refuge and my shield in every season. I give you my health, my family, and my financial future with total trust. I rest in the quiet knowledge that your sovereign hand is guiding my steps and guarding my home from every evil attack. Let your peace guard my mind like a high wall. I release the frantic need to control my life. The chaotic noise of the world is fading away into the background. As I listen to your gentle whisper in the quiet night hours, I feel completely safe and secure, wrapped tightly inside your loving arms. I dedicate my physical body to you as a holy altar. Keep me safe under your shadow tonight. I trust your perfect timing for my life. And as the heavy storms of this world rage outside my door, no weapon formed against my health or my family will ever prosper. Your holy angels encamp around my bed tonight. My sleep will be sweet, peaceful, and deep. I release every lingering thought of fear into your care. I rest in the absolute certainty that your loving hand is working all things together for my good as I lay my weary head down to rest tonight. Thank you for touching my skin tonight, Father. Thank you for healing my weary frame from the inside out. You turned my mourning into joyful dancing. You lifted the heavy spirit of sorrow off my shoulders, and I receive this divine gift of complete restoration as I declare your greatness to my bloodline. My soul belongs to you forever, Lord. My living temple is sealed tightly in your love. No darkness can overcome the holy light you placed inside my spirit tonight. I step forward in full confidence, knowing that my physical body is restored and my future is overflowing with your supernatural grace. I seal this covenant in your holy presence right now. My heart is filled with pure praise and gratitude. Your grace covers every area of my life and my household. I rest in your unshakable promise tonight, knowing that my living temple is completely cleansed, restored, and made new forever. Amen. You step out of this sacred encounter as a completely renewed creation tonight. The old identity of an exhausted survivor is officially erased at the court of heaven. You are no longer the victim who cries in secret over unexplained physical weakness. You are a royal heir of the Most High God, walking in a restored physical temple and carrying an unshakable mantle of authority into your household. Look down at your hands and feel the soft pulse of life flowing through your veins. The inflammation that plagued your skin and the deep heaviness that sat on your chest have been swept away by holy fire. Your body is a consecrated altar that darkness can no longer invade. From this moment on, every cell in your frame operates under the supernatural law of complete biological restoration. The enemy tried to make you believe that your physical decay was permanent. He wanted you to walk into tomorrow with the same heavy spirit that suffocated your mind during the day. But heaven has legally broken the generational curse over your family lineage tonight. You were chosen out of your entire bloodline to be the one who finally stands up and claims total victory over sickness and lack. Now, you must guard this holy atmosphere around your living temple with absolute vigilance. The dark forces will wait outside your door to toss subtle distractions at you, hoping to make you forget the miracle you received tonight. But you have the power to keep your border fully secured against their lies. Do not let the chaotic noise of this world dilute the high frequency of peace in your soul. I command you to seal this divine covenant before you step back into the world. Press the subscribe button right now and turn on the notification bell to remain inside this spiritual sanctuary. This is not a meaningless action for a secular algorithm on a screen. It is a physical act of submission that marks your lineage as a permanent dwelling place for the light of heaven. Leave the number 777 in the comments below as a physical sign of your covenant. When those digits leave your fingers, you are placing a legal seal over the restoration of your body, your skin, and your mind. Let the court of heaven record your declaration tonight. Every spirit of delay and infirmity must scatter when they see the mark of my holy covenant upon your house. Share this lifeline with one weary soul who is fighting a silent battle with their health tonight. Be the anointed vehicle of deliverance that my hands use to reach those who are weeping in dark rooms. When you extend this light to others, your own blessing becomes multiplied and anchored deep within your bloodline. You are called to be a light bearer in a world covered in shadow. Your living temple is now fully dedicated, cleansed, and sealed in my presence. You will wake up tomorrow morning with a light heart and radiant skin that reflects my glory. The dry marks of worry on your face are replaced by the fresh glow of my living spirit. You carry royal authority in your voice, and every step you take will be guided by my holy angels. Sleep peacefully tonight, my beloved child, wrapped tightly in the blanket of my absolute love. The window of heaven over your home will remain open, pouring out blessings that your vessel can barely contain. No weapon formed against your health, your family, or your financial future will ever prosper. The battle is won, the decree is sealed, and your transformation is complete. Remember who you are when you face the challenges of the physical world tomorrow. You do not walk in confusion or fear, because the Creator of the universe goes before you to make every crooked path straight. Your physical body belongs to royal blood, your skin is refreshed like a young child, and your future is filled with my supernatural grace. Walk forward in absolute victory. I am placing my final blessing upon your living room and your entire household tonight. May my peace guard your mind, may my strength fill your physical bones, and may my love saturate every layer of your skin. You are loved beyond measure, protected without condition, and anointed for great works. Step into your royal destiny with confidence, for I am with you always. This sanctuary remains open for your soul whenever the world tries to weigh you down. Return to this altar, drink from the living waters, and keep your spiritual eyes focused on the promises I wrote for your name. The dark season of silent suffering is over forever, and your time of radiant restoration has begun. Go forth in my holy peace, my precious child. The holy angels surrounding your bed are standing guard over your rest tonight. No terror of the night shall come near your dwelling, and no sickness shall touch your physical frame. Your lungs will fill with clean air, your mind will rest in deep quietness, and your soul will sing songs of deliverance as you sleep. Rest peacefully in my arms, for your miracle is done.